Hello all. Okay, so I'm here and I'm just talking to myself, having a bit of a life update with myself, and I'm figuring out, like, I was asking myself, well, do you like, you know, putting on characters and being, you know, who are you? Where do you go with this voice? Like, I hear you speaking in this voice. Excuse me, I'm trying to get the camera position right. This is gonna be my little vlog. And you know, I've been wanting to get back on YouTube more, but I'm so goddamn busy. It's nuts how busy I am. So I figured part of our YouTube journey is going to have to include me just talking for a little bit of time. And if you're interested in what I'm doing and what I have going on as I pursue my dreams and the struggles and the journey behind it, then you will like these videos. If you are not interested in me, you're only interested in the hair tutorials, you are more than welcome to click on the hair tutorials every time they come out. But there are people who miss me. Can't believe it. It's amazing to have people actually miss me and say, where are my goddamn videos? And I'm like, babe, I'm busy. So I'll definitely like doing this format a bit, because I usually am where I am right now. I'm usually tucked away in a little nook in Brooklyn, working on my home business. It is a big hustle being the goddamn boss. Excuse me, the right accent. Being the goddamn boss is a big hustle. Why am I speaking in this accent? I don't know. I'm literally sitting here with myself and I start speaking like this. And that's why I was like, well, are you an actor? Like, what are you? And I'm like, well, I like being myself and I like being funny, but you know, I also just like, I take on characters, but do I want to do that on a regular basis with the script and living this person and being this person all the time? No. Being a different person all the time? No. I really enjoy being myself. So a lot of this time is me like figuring out, where do my creative interests blend with my skills that I can turn into a zalo, zimoni, le coin. Okay, you got me. And so that's what I was doing, giving myself a bit of an interview, because I'll tell you what I've been doing, you guys. I am blessed. I just posted my spoken word poem, and that was a paid spoken word gig as I approach my 1-year anniversary from the first poem, which is the only other poem that I have on here. But I do have 2 more poems that I can share. So if you want to see my poetry, put a thumbs up, put a spirit, give it here. Put spirit, let's hear it. That, oh God, that is one of my favorite ways to connect with people. I'm meeting them, say, hello, I'm so-and-so, what's your name? I'm Spirit. And they go, Spirit? And I say, let's hear it. Oh God, I love it. Isn't it? It's amazing. I love it, seriously. So right now, I was actually looking at a marketing course that I signed up, Billie Jean is Marketing, as I decided to build a creative agency. I want to help other people increase their reach by being their authentic selves and reach new audiences. So I've been studying different aspects of my business, integrating the skills and the knowledge that I already have. And you know, coming together with this company. And it's not easy work. For the last few months, I was so unsure and stressed and like, what the hell am I doing? Where the hell is it going? Where's the money coming? You know, you leave your work for 4 months, you're going to have to make sure you can take care of your responsibilities. And I got to do it. So I said, you've got to put your big girl britches on and you got to get out there. And so I've been walking by faith every day. I just take my 2 feet and I do what the day calls for me. I process my emotions. One of the best things I've done for myself is I start waking up at 6 a.m. every day, and I get to spend an hour with God, an hour with myself. I try not to put my phone up. Sometimes I get tempted. Sometimes I give it a little peek, but I try not to allow myself to be too tempted. And And this hour is where I get to process all of my emotions. Once you spend that hour with God, then you spend the rest of the day, the rest of the 19, 20, 21 hours, what I did yesterday. You spend the rest of that time working. Once you have dealt with your spiritual self, process your emotional self, now you about that action. And so I've been getting to it. I just signed my first major contract. I had the paid gig. You know, I'm still foggy. But as it clears a bit, I know that all things happen in divine timing. I've really been learning faith and living in faith, and it's working out nicely. I try not to let doubt and insecurities get in my way. Instead, I've been reaffirming myself and saying, you got this. This is who you are meant to be. Show yourself. Be yourself. Let's get it. You can be a beginner, but you better put your mother 110%. If you're going to go for it, you got to go for it wholeheartedly. So I'm doing that. I'm going to make this creative company to fund my music. I will have a recording studio. I will have a photo studio. And, you know, hearing these visions come together, you know, then I can make a show with my own damn songs. It's like, you know what you can do. It's like, I can really see myself right there. But then you don't know, like, all it takes to get there. You just see it and you see where you are. And sometimes the doubts come, the fears come. And it's like, oh my God, this is a like really ambitious dream. Like, how's it going to happen? But I say this, you hold on to the vision and then you look at where you are right now. You say, what is the best thing I can do for myself? Like, even as far as like my working out, I've been working out 3 or 4 days a week. And so you think of the best thing that you could be doing for yourself, and then you make it a practice to do it. You make it a practice to do it. Practice doing things that will benefit you. And you know, before I got here, I had to spend a lot of time in my emotional state. So if you have some unhealed traumas, spend some time going back at the things that trigger you. Okay? God. Okay, it feels nice to speak, to share. That's it. Brooklyn, be quiet, please. I'm making a video. But I love you guys. And if you like this kind of form, you know, sometimes I'll just hop on and kind of give a life update. I know I haven't been on here as much, and it's because Spirit's got to generate some significant income and revenue for herself by using her brain and her creativity. And it is a full-time and then some job. So forgive me if you miss me. I love you. And this would be a much easier way for me to be a regular on YouTube, as well as incorporate my hair tutorials per usual.